Thank you for watching. This is going to be the second and final part of my trophy truck on a budget build. There's a lot of people who build trophy trucks on YouTube. Some go into great detail, welding entire cages, stuff like that. I wanted to have something that was really quick to put together, low budget, low cost, something that you can replicate if you do not have welding tools or skills, stuff like that, just like me, because I don't do any of that stuff. I just throw some off-the-shelf parts together, and I want to see if I can replicate a trophy truck, if I can get that specific look. So that's what I'm going for with this build. In the previous video you've seen some of the parts that I've used. Some of the parts are Proline, some of the parts are Killerbody, some of the parts are axial. All of those parts combined, you can build your own trophy truck, turns out. Right now what I've left to do is painting up the body. I have had some problems with the liquid mask that also is on this body. In the past it does not behave well with metallic paint. All of your cuts, they weld themselves shut, so in that respect you could go and weld some stuff together if you want to, but I do not recommend it. So what I need to do, because I already had this body masked up when I came to the conclusion that the Bitty Design liquid mask that I used for this body isn't that well, I need to stay off the metallic paints. So I'm going to go for a simple paint scheme, something that's fairly recognizable. I borrowed a few aspects from a Brenthel trophy truck. I will put a link in the description box to Brenthel Industries so you can check out their website and the stuff that they make. But I wanted to look a bit lifelike, so there's no better thing to go and Google for some real world inspiration for your paint scheme. I'm going to keep this fairly simple. I'm going to put a HemiStorm logo on the side, a few simple lines. If you just take out your ruler and a Sharpie, find some lines that work. If they don't work, just take them off again, try something new before you start cutting. Make sure to hit every single line, and after that you can start peeling your first color. No different in this case. I'm going to start off with the color black. I've already cut everything, jumped a few steps ahead because I'm really eager to get this thing done and to see if it will turn out the way that I hope. This is one of the easiest paint jobs that I've done in a really long time. I grabbed one of the trucks from Brenthel Industries, had a look at the lines that I put on there. If you have a picture of a truck and it strikes you as being good, it strikes you as good looking, just go with that. There's nothing wrong with getting some real world inspiration. You can tweak some of the details in it after you put on the lines. You can tweak some of the details just to personalize it. So what I did is, instead of having Brenthel Industries on the side, I changed it to HemiStorm Industries. And then instead of they have like a man holding a hammer on their logo, I changed that to a dude holding a rattle can, because of course I do all of my paint jobs with the rattle cans. So that's something that can be really fun, just to alter a few tiny details, a few tiny things, just to make something a bit more personal. Another thing that I changed was they have this, it's a kind of a peculiar color going on over one of these stripes down the sides, and I wanted to have a bit of a gradient in mind. For the purpose of determining colors and fades and what kind of gradient you want to have going on, it's really handy and easy to hold on to your scrap pieces of Lex, and that's also exactly what I did over here. Messed around with a few colors just to see what kind of colors I wanted to end up with. It also enables you to see what kind of backing you need to use, and you will see some easy results without actually testing it out on your shell and potentially messing it up completely. So I ended up with a champagne, a Corsa grey and white, fading to champagne gold and white. It sounds really complicated, but it isn't. The champagne is like an anodized aluminium color, so it's very transparent, and backing that with different colors can end up with a whole lot of different effects. So that's also exactly what happened over there. You can see that there's like that gold tint going on in front, and it fades out to a bit more gray in the back. I think it adds a nice little extra touch, just gives you something extra to look at in this body. Now, I had a lot of cutouts going on, not just to showcase that Killerbody interior and to make room for the spare wheels, but I also wanted to have some accessories in the back. So right behind that roll cage, that Killerbody roll cage, I fitted some Proline accessories, a rock jack and a few fuel cans, just, I don't know, to give it a bit more of a look of a car that would actually go out on an adventure in the desert. I matched the paint on the roll cage with the paint that's on the roll cage of that Killerbody interior. So we went for a silver instead of the black that I would usually use, and I think it turned out quite cool. The entire body has a coat of flat clear over it, apart from, well, just a few details. Makes it a bit more rugged, and it looks a tiny bit meaner, I think, with that flat clear coat over the outside. I didn't go completely all out with that flat clear, so it's kind of like a semi-gloss, and I think it turned out nice and makes it look detailed. Really brings out those lines of the logos as well, and that tiny extra bit of realism, I think it really showcases it well. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more of the real Brenthel Industries trucks, just to see where I got my inspiration from for this truck, go have a look in the description box, because I will put a link over there to the website. There will also be links to the Killerbody interior, which you can get from Asiatees, and of course to the Pro 2 chassis that I used for this purpose, and some of the Proline accessories. Don't forget to use the code HemiStorm10 if you are on the Proline Racing website, because it will get you an instant 10% discount on all of your purchases. Hope you enjoyed this tiny build. I know it's not a real trophy truck with trail suspension, but it does have that look. This is really a build for when you're on a budget. You have like 100 to 120 bucks and you want to convert your short course truck into something that looks a tiny bit more realistic, and it has a tiny bit more detail than anything else out there. Don't forget to subscribe. Have any questions, leave them in the comments box, and I hope to see you around. Bye bye.